of second phase post matric scholarship la opportunity na mon social media kan diwi bishi dikhiu paina ai se ki students from all over the state tahan protest to shuru guina aishe especially Dimapur aro Kohima dimon students kan physically aigana protest shuru guina chala mon dikhiu paina ase idula opportunity luigana Kohima dibi mohan aro second day protest chalawi mohan dikhiu paise aro mohan idu sources pa huniu paise ki kaliwi tahan 3 pm to 6 pm fale tahan protest kurle se guna mohan idui janeu paise adon sobla opportunity luigana tahan idui mohan sources siwa janeu paise ki students kan majode he tahan collection kan bi kurigana tahan la transportation noiliwi tahan la refreshment kan noiliwi tahan la needs nemete tahan la majode 10-20 rupees tahan collect kurigana fund to tahan idu collect kurigana tahan la expenses kurle nemete kure se guna bi mohan hunyo baise itu ekla noy idu lodi luigana students kan ba tahan la concern bi bishi raise kurigana aishe gi idu scholarship delay hua do gushugule tahan fees kunba do fees noilu examination dues can be tahan clear gule na pari na kumba do on the verge of dropping out be ase goina in a sub social media kan di want to kyo paina ase our students kan ba tahan la concern raise grina ahala want to kyo paise aro tahan ekta point pi mohan ki janai di she ki tahan nijor students kan la majo diwa hi tahan organize kurigina tahan idu protest kan do julie se koina tahan idu janai di she kile gule alak student bodies neli student unions kan ba tahan ge tahan la matters tahan idu students la welfare nimite tahan initiative nalwa karne aro tahan idui janai di she ki student leaders kan tahan la responsibility to no utha nimite tahan matters to tahan la hat te tahan nichor loigina protest to shuru kore se koina mohan janio paise it is sop la opportunity loigina ibi mon students kan lo de kotha gurle try kuri sawo through the phone call tahan bi kali laga protest kina kurna chawle se noilui tahan ge iku organizations noilui student bodies kan ba bi tahan ge help kurle reach out kuri shinai goina mon kotha gurle try kuri sawo itu bichide mohan jaigana Dimapur Naga students union kan lo de mohan kotha gurle try kuri sawo sop details mon visuals de aro phone call de hunilo sailo
itala ongoing protest delay of second phase scholarship la opportunity ligna edula opportunity apne an alop mohange highlight kur do paro
etu scholarship delay laga opore do ami kan student manu kan ekdam khushi na pa do janai diwole mon ase sob banu ke bibi aro etu koi ami kan bi etu laga apply kore ado sob manu do honest noy sob manu do ঠিক ঠাক documents anigena dia no hoy bolibi ঠিক anigena dia khande edo hando injustice was do tai khan ke do keman deri rokhibe to first time one hoy second time it every year to cycle do to kini take eto cycle do mon thangai dole mun jase inega hui dole mun nai aro moi ami khan sob hulibi eto jonai dole mun jado dangor manu khan dangor sap khan ke are sap apni khan do gari holibi sarkar la side ba pai ghor holibi sarkar la side ba pai tangkha holibi sarkar la side ba pai itu kam nimide apni laga responsibility khan do fulfill ko nimide sarkar la side bra itu han facilities kan so pa se to morom bra itu effectively efficiently on time kurina dishi gole ami khan do bishi khushi hobo aro ami khan do itu every year hobo archi lagi dese itu ina rokhi gole mun nai hoise itu nimide আপনি মান সবকে জনাই দিয়ে যে একটু জলদি করে দিবি দে এনেকা
মই যাতে একটা সাপ্লিমেন্ট করে দেব along with that আমি হান ইডিয়া প্রটেস্ট চালা দে আমি হান কি গ্রিভেন্সেস ফেস করে আছে আমি হান ইডিয়া কি প্রবলেম ফেস করে আছে রিসেন্টলি আমি হান নাম তো মেনশন না করব বাট देयर वाज one brother naga brother daigise he was also a college student so dai financially duk pai daigise daila baba ama bemar daigise ena kurado dai college tv fees khan di diwo na pare edo opode like admissions la takti buisa do dia nai ena gorna duk pai na tai do studies to this continue kurole laga point ekta de ahi jaina ena tai gise to tai babi ami han ge approach kura ena directly approach kura bin hoile daila friend ba ahi na mohan ki na approach ko dina mohan ba reason do genuine ase ko ena taila parents khan ge kotha korna ena kotha gora bichede what we did was mohan students can mohan scholarship bane duk paina bi boy ase but still then we cannot see our own brother losing his future he taila future do dade athadi kinaka chhare o diwo tai student ekta ase student garde ekta sal loss hodo kiman duk ase edu khan bhabi dina mohan student khan kiman jun ase para dak 10 taka 20 taka hoile bi chama kurina ami han ba tai ke edu taila mes fees khandi derawole labi inaga adjust kodina inaga student khan duk paina he se do brother ba akidi goise kunuba do honest no hoy, but then there are other students who are honest, who are really suffering. To ki hesab pra government do edu khan ge blind eye turn kuri ase edu answer do ami han lagi ase.
Okay. So having said all that, kali la moi sources wa hunyo bai se ki kali amnan ko himadi protest kule se bina. To itu la opor diwe apni han kuti kule se timing kan kine ka ho alok highlight kudu paro.
Kali do ami kan do hoy aji kali college kan bishi end semester exam de ase kan ase to itu nimide sob banu de time convenience ekta thai gina ami kan 3 baji ba loina 6 baji tak rajo pointed koro na babi ase aro itu protest to hoy ami laga yede brother bra konisina manu kan duk pa ase aro itu kiman deri rukhiyo itu do ami kan patience bi jaija ase to na wado itu kali la protest to inaga koribo aro ami kan ultimatum bi submit korole ase to the chief minister as well as to the concerned minister as well as to the director of the higher education department.
Okay. Kiman days la ultimatum nishna amnan diwole se to the government.
Hoy ultimatum diwole ase itu students la grievances to inaga ase itu la date de itu la date de wapas to man la scholarship to dibi aro itu la hwana kole do apni khani responsible hobo apni khani risk bokole ase itu laga do koi dibo lagi ase aro itu kobole ase kali laga ultimatum de.
Okay, so you guys are giving ultimatum for how many days to the government?
For that, tomorrow it will be disclosed in front of the media.
Okay. Awa amnan kali kwanisna raju point to apnan protest to shuru kuro goisna Kohima de. So
Hoy.
apnan itu do sab apni students kan majudi kuresna any kind of student body maybe student union kan ba apni kan ke lead kuresna itu la opode alop koi do.
Itu initiative to American student bodies, noile student union kan kunbi American ke modot koran hoy. American we are just a group of students who are fed up of the government, who are tired of the government in the delays that they keep on doing for every year and every phase. Itu American so ekilode ahigina ekilote ekta group banai gina khushi napa gandu American rights limite khara korole etu kori ase.
Acha. So, like you mentioned that Idula protest are entirely organized by the students themselves, right? Apni khan majude.
Yes.
So, apni
Yes.
kinaga gona sub coordinate kurese.
Acha edu mohan kina gona coordinate kore se edu lado actually for the past few months inna along laga batch stage aise kule in second batch stage by kule you will see that many students have been commenting on his post about the release of the scholarship. Inaga. The students are frustrated and we have to wait for like time and time again. Delay kurese. Though what we did was like Amihan WhatsApp group ekta banaise and after that like students sob alag jaga deba nichor laga Instagram post te edu WhatsApp group to link do Amihan ba stories kan de halina nohile comment section de halina kon frustrated students ase edu WhatsApp group de haina join kuro parwo ina gorna Amihan tade holibi kina ase khotha kuro de ina gorna edu mohan inaga coordinate kurina aha laga ekta ase.
Okay. Also, one Janu paise ki yede kali nimite ta to kan majudi hi pusabi collection kan huli kurigna. Apna nicho kani transportation bi apna jiwa kurese na provide kurese na. Itula opode alop koido.
American itu laga movement shuru kora do age debi amila brother ba mention kora nisina ekjon manu do tala education career tala education do tai khotom hole thake la verge te thaki gamte American sob American laga majude collect kurina dia do itu nisina hi aji tak American chutu mutu balone dangor tak to American la majude hi collect kurina American do itu movement la age lui jagole koshish kore ase aro student wadu hoi diktar bishi ase to chutu mutu de hule ami kan ek jun amajo de collect kore ase aro individuals kumba khandu khushi pai gina bi refreshment hole bi provide koriye maybe bi individuals kumba khandi alok to donation ga ami kan ge dia ase tu nimide sob manu ge tu individuals kan ge nam tu nokobo bi khushi janai dia ase aro thanks janai dia ase tan ke bi
Okay. So apni mention kran na kumba individuals nali organization kamba apni refreshment nali provide kule se guna koise. So edu do kun kamba apni anje helping hand do land grace na do.
Organizations kan do helping hand do so far do kun ba be ku koina do anai aro individuals kan really business owners kan hi ase aro kumba manu do some people are alleging that this is being funded and being backed by some politically interested individuals will be itu do inado ikuno hoy aro inika ase gulu ami kan protest to itu babi dangor wala hole la ase ino kan ami kan ke itu kan so provide kore ase politician kan really political parties no really kumba powerful individual society de ami kan ke itu kore ase gulu last time ami kan protest te manu itu babi bishi wala hai bola ala ase aro first protest te manu hi thakya dai apni kan bi jani thakibo dikhi thakibo ina hoado itu do clear hi ase ami kan kiman number mobilize ho ase kiman manu ahi ase it law pore clear ase that whether we are being funded whether we are being supported by any individuals or organizations or not itu apni khan holi bi sob manu holi bi itu clearly dikhi ase manu kiman ahi ase kiman nahi kile mane organizations kan modot kore ase kule individual khan modot kore ase kule puisa phane modot kore ase kule to transportation khan kisum khan ami khan manu kiman kibe ane parole laga itu nokore ado apni khan bi dikhi thake ho itu nimide tate hi clearly janta do tate hi clearly society aro ami khan public manu do tate ba jani lobi de itu ko le mun
Okay. And then yes, like apni kan mention kran na that scholarship to do every year is now for the past 3 years delay huina aise. But Ilya, why do you guys think that the student unions have not stepped in to support you so far? Why do you guys think that? Do you guys yeah.
being very honest about the students unions starting from students unions at college level
Okay.
nowadays we see this trend we see this very corrupted principles of our elders being ingrained into the students union at the student level also and so we believe that the major students unions who could have helped us in this movement who could have been a shoulder for us to lean on a hand for us to grab those students unions have abandoned us and we know everyone knows it very clearly how the elections are being contested for the post of these students unions and how the politicians how political parties how some bureaucrats or some contractors are involved very intensely into the elections of these executives of students unions so ina one imide students union kan do tai kan la pressure do tai kan maneuver election time de puisa lo do string puppet ekta nishina hoje she string ekta do tan hat theng kan sob te bandi gina je edu bandi gina thakya nimide students union dangor kan mon ke mudut kole kan do na hena ki na age bhuri ase ami kan do
Yeah. So if you protest can go limit like apni student bodies can get apni reach out question na before you guys started protesting.
students unions kan do major ami coalition major kan do ami kan ke modot koro wala bhavna kora kan do ulta ami khan itu protest koro koidam de ami khan ke directives diole shuru ho jaise ulta tai khan itu ne kori ne kole shuru jaise delay hua do ini clearly sab manu dikhi ase itu every year hoy hoile bi itu time ta khokhiwi itu bishi de moi khan aibo ina khan kwa do itu ami khan mon no puncha hoise itu nimide we are feeling very abandoned, we are feeling betrayed because these students unions, these people, they represent us and if they are not here for the students, if they are here only for the politicians, then I think we should remove the word students from their very union's name.
Okay.
Okay, supplementing to that, I would say, see, key laga student body hobby, they stand to represent the people. They stand in order to represent the students, the grievances faced by the students, and to bring development in like educational section as well. Only Mohan, so far, Aji Dikhade, we talk about free and fair everywhere. We talk about free and fair everywhere. Amihan, Yede Savi, Ida current situation de Saina Aishukule, Ida Mohan second phase scholarship Napala students can Kiman Chuna say, Ida move Korea se Mohan. We are like starting our own movement, we are starting our protest. Hosabi Naga Manukan, if they think that they are standing for the students, are half laga students can get charishe. Half last students can do already by she goina hoi jabo athado iku no hoi goina charole la bodli do olda amihan half kiman junje tuk paese second phase te kun na pai na tuk paese edu khan ge aro student body khan ba he strong ba thuri lena come we will lead you goina korile kiman bal dagese rather than giving us the directives in the 11th hour because last time bi ki dagese we amihan do protest to iman de jawo time iman de jawo koina time do fix kona da ise 10 am fix kona da ise to amihan protest to jawo le jama hua dan dihi around 9:30 9:45 inaga dehe amihan lo de direct this to ise not to engage in any kind of protest only amihan ki instead of stopping that amihan la banner dikhina tahan amihan je modot ko lekin step in ko nai idu hudu mon jai da ise
Okay. Okay, right. Also, last thing, what is your demand? Our apni khan be bodies maybe concerned department, our government can be key message to Munjai through this news channel.
Our demand is very clear. We have only two demands. That is, the first demand is to release this at the earliest, and the second demand is to give us proper assurance in written format, not only verbal assurance. We are tired of that because we have been hearing that every year, every phase. So written assurance to iniga dugo to tai kan ki yadebi likhibi signature maribi itu biside itu nohobo aro ina delay do nohobo ina ami kan ke kuishi gule do ami kan bi itu shanti hobo kile gule do every year itu delay हुआ सो इतो तो cycle एक engineer हुई so it's impractical for all the students, impractical for the students to be protesting, impractical for the students to be begging, absurd for us to be begging the government to do their responsibility, to do their jobs every year. So this will ensure in the written format that they are not going to repeat this because they keep on blaming the central ministry, they keep on blaming technical issues, they keep on giving us excuses, but they have to understand that all the people cannot be fooled all the time. So that will be our demand, as well as our message that we would like to give to the student bodies and the department would be to the student bodies. We want to say that we are deeply disappointed by the way you are functioning, and I think we suggest that your name, your students' union name, it should be turned to Future Corrupted Politicians Training Field Union instead of Students' Union. Please, if you are not going to stand for the students, stop contesting in these organizations. Please, if you are really here for the students, stop walking in the footsteps of the elders, of our elders. Our state is a failed state. This is something, a clear truth that all of us know. আমি খান একটা ভিডিও भी ভাইরাল হওয়া দেখিছে নীতি আয়োগ লাগা एसडीजी रिपोर्ट भी আমি খান লাগা स्टेट तो सबसे बिया परफॉर्मेंस থাকে লাগা লিস্টে থাকে এটো হওয়াটো এটো চাইকে না भी মন বেশি দেখাই তো এটো খান কোন না গলতি আছে আমি খান না এল্ডার্স আমি খান না লিডার্স খান না গলতি হওয়া নিমিত্তে আমি খান না स्टेट तो ইনাগা सबसे बिया वाला दे থাকে আছে তো itu kan same individuals kan bra influence na khabi itu kan same individuals kan ke jayega na modot na mangibi apni khan student leaders khan apni khan laga leadership banawole mun ja ase koile politics enter korole mun ja ase koile itu gutter itu drainage ke safa korole gushibole bhabibi tai khan na footsteps ke jabole na bhabibi tai khan na kotha mani gina bi kam nai kile mane itu tan na kotha maniadu tai khan na ताना डायरेक्टिव्स ताना एक्शन दे दो आमी खान स्टेट के फेल स्टेट बनाई दिसे इतो निमदे इतो रिक्वेस्ट इतो मेसेज दिया है that if you are not here for the students, if you are not going to stand for the students, please remove the word students from your very union, very organization that you are running. And then for the department, we want to say that we have mentioned at the beginning of this interview that the government from the public taxpayers' money, not the Naga people's taxpayers' money, but we don't pay tax, but from the taxpayers' money of the Indians. The government, the union, the Indian Union is providing all the facilities that you need, along with your salaries, along with your luxurious vehicles, along with your security and the quarters that you are living in, just for you to do your responsibility. So please, at the earliest, you, the department being run by bureaucrats and legislature bureaucrats, we request you, please do the job that you are being paid for at the earliest with efficiency, because you are being paid to be effective at the field. You are being paid to be efficient. You are being paid to be punctual. You are being paid to do justice to this. So this is our message to the Students' Union and to the department.
Okay, with regard to the delay of scholarships, students can ija protest raise. Last week they Dimapur question, then Kohimadi raise, and then Kohimadi they are continuing. So TNC is usually very vocal about and active on various social issues. Why has the union remained silent regarding the ongoing protests by the students with regard to the delay of scholarships so far?
It's not that we are silent on this issue. The issue, though, we work on many things, but many things doesn't appear in the media also. So, manuan bi itu assumption na tayo le ki the issue silent aja na. So, as a student representative, we are also deeply concerned in this regard. This scholarship issue, though, as and when we were students back in 2015, that time though such issues that didn't arise. But however, in the past few years, itu issue repeatedly pop up craze, and then we can understand the frustration of the students community also, because as we know, not all the students are from economically well-to-do background. Some depend solely on the scholarship to buy their books, to pay their academic fees and all. Itu karena the students itu frustration na itu protest ando chuli ase. Now itia protest to the numbers are quite few, but will be if the government choose to remain silent থাকিবলৈ আছে to I am very sure itu protest to dangor ina jawogena, and the government must be held accountable tanbi itu to students ange, because that is their rights na tan deserve credit to the government is solely giving the scholarship to talamin purpose to students ando tangla academics well-to-do family na thakan iduan tangla academics la requirements to fulfill lugar nese to itu rightfully deserve krado itu to kina holibi dibo lage na itu amian din isubi to believe price aro we have heard from sources that that 12 pra issue gorina jawo ina gana una do nishe holibi, like in the past days also our honorable minister has also said that October they release korde hogena, but still itu garne itabi panat na. So which is why I believe the students are also showing their resentment towards the government, and to avoid such incidents in the future also, the government timely release of scholarship to do kurina jale do bisi balo ina jabo gena janai dese. Aro as for DNSU ki holibi organization level ami ala roles and responsibility alag thake holibi scholarship issue holibi not this year but in the previous years ami an bi likhina dise government an give to if such issues arises again and again, so we will be also compelled to show our resentment on our part. I mean, government be itu dikhawale time be hijaw.
Okay, students have also raised concerns that while you respond promptly to other matters, the scholarship issue hasn't seen the same urgency. Okay. How do you respond to that?
No, as said earlier, my earlier statement, we are currently under process of many issues. Aro intula issue dibi amen concern nataka inado no hedo. We are working behind the scenes. Amian kunge reach out kuro lage itu bi kure ase. Aro we are also taking updates. Aggrieved students an holi kiman duk pase amian bi realize kure ase. So which is why we are always responding to them as well, and at the same time konishna amian la level ki kuro para ase itu kure na cha ase. Not necessarily amian media da ina ko lage itu bi no ina.
So, I think you mentioned, Granishna, that for the past few years, scholarship delay, it's been happening. So, it will accordingly, like, the application complete issue was here. But apart from all that, it will like a lot further step probably to plan test.
So far, this year, now that the government has assured the students that after that you have to release Corona, you will do this. Janya pas na, to konishna, in future. आगे देवी इन्ना होना जैसे के लिए तो हमें स्टूडेंट भी पेशेंस तो हमें मानोला पेशेंस भी बिची टेस्ट न करो लगे ना गवर्नमेंट भी So at the same time, student bodies like DNSU, we are always ready to come. We are here for the welfare of the students. So if required, streets TV I organize division, I guess.
Okay. So students, they said that they have organized the protest entirely on their own, like contributions, transport, refreshment, without any support from major student bodies. What does DNSU say on that?
In this regard, because we were not informed, we were not aware that such protest was going on also. We only came to see in the media, and we totally stand in solidarity with those students. Resources we really appreciate them, and we have seen in the media also the students and I'm very sure it must have touched their heart. In timely release to grow of course delay now delay with again the 100 students calibration thousands we want to make the government aware in this regard.
Okay. Students also, they feel that abandoned by the unions at a time like this when they needed collective support. What message do you have for them?
DNSU as a body, we Superman no hai, as in when issue do office TV, ahile do ki hai do pura address kore de. Issue when it comes to students, because we are here for the students' welfare. Office student issue address So if necessary, we are also closely monitoring. Discuss in future course of action. Government release executive discuss now that the government date still release we will wait and see if necessary. Itu time they tan promise we will take necessary measures.
Okay. Students they are saying that Kohima they are protest
Okay.
starting from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. So you guys does DNSU stand solidarity with the students protesting tomorrow in Kohima?
Yes, of course. We are totally in solidarity with those students, and they have every right because scholarship right to napado protest they have every right, and solidarity we are always there, and if at all we would have also gone and physically and solidarity unfortunately in our our date of the release patience we will also appreciate those stand by the students.
Viewers, man visuals dikhi banishna mohanya dia ahigana Dimapur Naga Students Union kan lodi kutha goise idu ongoing protest by the students for the delay of post-matric scholarship second phase la oporde luigana mon chanyo paigena ahase aro man idu audio phone call du hunio baina ahase ki students kan tahan nichor tahan majode collect kurigena tahan idu protest to tahan nichor majode organize kurigena aha laga ase aro kalibi man huni banishna protest ko himadi lole seguna man idu hunio baise idu sob la matters la oporde luigana DNSU kan lodi man kutha goise idu damde tahamba mohangi idu janai di sheki tahan la office de students kan laga grievances kunto pungche idu paratak tahan sob matter to take up kure koina tahan idu janai di she aro mohan tahan lo ke idu bi hudi sheki last time Dimapur de students can protest kura them de itu sopla oporde luigina icha takile silent thai gishe gona itu khan sopla oporde luigina hoda them de tahamba itu bi jawab ti sheki hota social media de ekla tahan gurlen hoy lui tahan bi paratak tahan majude tahan la kam to kure se koina aro edu delay of scholarship khan la oporde luigana aro students khan la welfare la nimede luigana tahan application bi bishi pak likhi gana aishu gushe aro tahan itula matter do tahan bi take up kure se koina aro closely tahan bi edu observe kure gina jai se koina itu janai dise aro kali gun to Kohima dibi tahan protest grow goise students kan itula oporde bi DNSU khan ba janai dise gi tahan la solidarity dikhai gana aro tahan la support full support ase koina itui janai dise itu lo de tahan itui koise ki man recently ansula poste tikhanishna that 12 on or before 12 koina thagise to itu pichi dibi tahan department ba scholarship second phase to release kuida nai gule to tahan bi physically chaigena students khan logo de tahan la solidarity bi dikhawo koina tahan itu janai dise aro itu pichide kiwa kiki hoise gole do sub department laga aro government aro department la hati ho koina tahan bi itu janai dia la ame hunio paise aji nimede mane se this is Chimishi with camera person Tamjin for Nagaland News Network.